Yo guys, what is good? Welcome back on the Uncle Sharma channel. Bad news, especially for the Dybala lovers. Dybala is going to Roma. We're not going to see the Dybala mask in an Inter shirt. We still have Brozo, we still have the Brozovic epic brother celebration, but no more Dybala mask. Inter beffata, as they say, stolen right from under our noses. Most, reputable journalists who are having, done deal to Inter. It's just, a matter of time until Inter gets sorted. Dybala to Inter. If you believe some sources as well, some people, Inter insiders, were claiming that Inter media house, everything, like they already had a video kind of lined up. They had a whole concept already all around the Dybala mask. So yeah, I mean, it's I would have, in personal level, I would have loved to see Dybala Inter. No denying that. He's a player that I've always said, as I said in my last year, like every season, like I love Dybala as a player. Technical level, bam, I think he's still top 5 in Serie A. So it hurts, but at the end of the day, I've also been saying since we signed Lukaku, since Inter signed Lukaku, I am not losing sleep over Dybala. If we lose Dybala, he became, as soon as we signed Lukaku, Dybala became a luxury signing. I mean, he's a luxury player anyway, but he became a luxury signing because once we have the Lukaku-Lautaro partnership returning, that is a starting partnership. After that, whoever's coming in is, a bonus on top of that, and we're not playing a 3-4-1-2. That is just a emergency situation formation. So he was going to be, a backup or a rotational player to Lukaku and Lautaro, a very good rotational player. And look, I mean, at the end of the day, as we've been saying, I've been tweeting about this, like, who's actually come in for Dybala? Apart from Inter, the best team that's actually come in for him. After that, Napoli, apparently the ones that came with a serious offer. And obviously now Roma. In the Premier League, apparently Man United made a couple of inquiries. No one actually put in a bid for him. Apparently he didn't want to go there anyway. But again, if someone actually came in for Premier League, I think that money, he would have thought about it. No other serious big team came in for him, and because of his reputation of his injuries, his inconsistency of the last few years, even though numbers wise he's always been putting up numbers, his agent that Jorge Antun, awful agent, who's ended up, I mean, Dybala's last offer at Juventus was like 8 million net plus bonuses, which, everything was agreed, and in the end they took it back, and then it didn't end up happening. But now he's ended up pretty much halving, or even less than half, what he's going to earn at Roma. 4.5 million euros net, according to rumours, plus bonuses, taking him to 6 million. So yeah, not the salary that definitely Dybala was expecting after becoming a free agent. That's probably a little bit less than what Inter were offering as well. But I think it'd be interesting at Roma. Definitely, becoming. I'm sure Mourinho's offered him, a big protagonist role, being one of the main man. Him and Tammy. Let's see what happens with Zaniolo. But definitely, it's taking Roma up a notch in terms of, definitely they need to be getting top 4 now. That pressure will be on for Roma. But good move, I think, for Dybala. But going from Champions League, Inter would have been Champions League as well, and now going to Europa League, less salary. Like, it's definitely, I think he's, in the end, he couldn't wait around for Inter. He could not wait around for Inter. Like, we know the situation for Inter. We had to get rid of Alexis Sanchez if we had to make space for Dybala. Sanchez earns around 7 million net a year, so Sanchez going out, that would have made the space. But at the same time, I think still we would have had to get rid of A. Correa or Dzeko. Because as Inzaghi Marotta said at the beginning of the season, they want 4 strikers plus 1 maybe Primavera or the Caicedo type of guy who likes to sit on the bench. We can't have 5 big strikers like all earning top money. And again, I keep reiterating, I am not losing sleep over this. A Dzeko, Lautaro, Lukaku, Correa, those 4 guys, that is good enough. That's a good enough quartet to win the Scudetto. I mean, as I keep repeating, guys, Milan won the Scudetto with Ibrahimovic with no knees, Giroud, and Rebic and some other guys that sometimes rotated in that position. Like, and who did Juve have last season? Who they have this season for now? At the moment, they don't even have Morata, so they got Vlahovic and Moise Kean right now. Like, you're not competing with like some mad strike forces. Like, that is a very good strike force. What we need is that Correa actually stays fit for the season, doesn't get stupid injuries, ups his consistency a bit, ups his numbers a bit. Dzeko as a backup should be a bit more reliable in terms of we don't need to fucking, you know, squeeze the life out of him physically. And Alexis, let's see what happens with him. Again, I'm not even if Alexis ends up staying, because if no one's biting and he keeps rejecting, apparently we've offered him the 4 million severance pay and he's rejected it. He probably wants his full 7 million or close as possible to that. No serious team. Again, he thinks he's still at a high level to play in Europe, and no serious top level European team seems to have come in for him yet. But you never know, as I keep saying, the Mercato has a while to go, anything could happen. Even if we end up keeping those 5, I mean, it's not the end of the world at all. But yeah, it's a blow, and definitely, and obviously we know the other L that will look like we might be taking on the Mercato, which is bigger one. This probably needs a separate video, but Bremer, after Juve have sold De Ligt, they're now going in using that De Ligt money straight for Bremer. We've had the agreement in place for Bremer. There's, you know, still not an agreement in place with Torino, which is what I've been saying. Like, I hate when the wording a lot of these transfer market experts always use is like done deal, 100%. Like, how can you say that until Inter only have the agreement with Bremer and his agents? Well, the Torino one is the most important one. The player agreement is the easiest step out of them all. And now Torino, if you know, Juve apparently going to come in with 35-40 million, you know, blowing us our offer out of the water. Plus, we're offering Bremer, the deal we've agreed with Bremer is around 3.5 million net. Whereas Juve now coming in apparently, you know, 5 million net straight, you know, almost doubling what we've offered. So Bremer, even if he's a man of his word, he's gonna be, you know, scratching his head, thinking like, yeah, I know I've been named after Andy Bremer, the Inter legend, and all that kind of stuff, and I'll give him my word to Inter. But when that kind of money comes in, you know, Juve is still the financial powerhouse of Italy, guys. There's nothing we can say. We can clown Juve as much as we want. They are the financial powerhouse of Italy still. If they were in the Premier League, they'll be able to compete with Premier League teams, and especially now with the leaked money. So yeah, let's see what happens in that. But, you know, this end up could be 2 L's for Inter on the transfer market, especially on the media level. Like, you know, just how everything was being perceived, that this is going to be a, you know, 10 out of 10 transfer window if those 2 kind of deals come through. Marotta masterclass. Now the pressure is on Marotta and Steven Zhang to pull something through, which has to be keep Milan Skriniar. Like, that's I think that's the best way to close this video. Keep Milan Skriniar. That's the best way to recover from this. If Bremer comes, Bremer doesn't come, we need to keep Skriniar. We need to keep Skriniar, renew his contract. That's the best way now to get over these kind of situation that we're going through right now. And but of course, still have faith in Marotta and Ozili, but it does not look good if we don't pull through deals that we've been working on for months and months. You know, the Dybala deal has been worked on for ages. Bremer, since last November, they've started contacts with Bremer and his agents. So yeah, it will not look good. And it doesn't look good at the moment. But let's see what happens. Bremer isn't gone. Dybala is definitely gone. You guys let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. I know there's a lot of Dybala fanboys that wanted him even over Lukaku. Let me know how you guys feeling. What do you make of the Roma move? Do you think it's good under Mourinho? Do you think it's gonna do well? Is that a bad move? Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Ciao ragazzi, Forza Inter.